Hello everyone, my name is Sydney Mai, Sales Manager for DPS. Before I start, let me give you a little bit of a background on the developers of this software. They have been in the point-of-sale business for over 8 years, providing POS solutions for the restaurants and retail industries for the American market. However, the salon software was developed specifically for the Vietnamese nail salons. And over the years, it has seen tremendous improvement due to the feedbacks we get from many salon owners across the country. Also, technicians only have to do a few things on the POS each day, so it is very easy to learn the software. DPS provides free technical support in both English and Vietnamese through our 800 number. And if you need me, I'm always available. Moving on to the software. So what we're looking at is the main screen. As the technicians arrive, they will clock themselves in using their own passcodes. The passcodes also determine different access levels for each technician. The technicians are placed in the queue in the order that they are clocked in. As you can see here, I'm the last in the queue because I'm the last to clock in. Jasmine clocked in first, therefore she will take the first walk-in customer. Let's say Jasmine is servicing the first walk-in, a French mani and pedi. When Jasmine is finished with her service, she will ring up a ticket. To do that, she will select on her name. This opens up the ticket screen. On the right side is the menu for the salon. Jasmine will select the French mani and pedi, totaling $45. If the customer gives her $45 in cash, then she can hit the quick cash button to quickly close out the ticket. As you can see, it's easy. Select your name, select the services, make payment. So if the customer gives Jasmine a $100 bill, she can select the Pay button, enter the amount given, and select the Cash button. A window will pop up showing the change amount. Also, the system allows us to choose Print Receipt or No Receipt. This option lets us save money on paper. So now the ticket is closed and paid for. A work order will be printed for Jasmine, showing the ticket number, and the number following it indicates that this is Jasmine's first client for today. The work order also shows the total of her service. Now, if the technician holds onto the cash, the software tracks the cash collected and reports how much Jasmine will need to turn in at the end of the night. Remember how I mentioned the queue order when I clocked in? I was last in the queue because I clocked in last. This is one of the unique features of the DPS software. The queue management system controls turns for the technicians. Jasmine is now finished with her turn and she's placed at the bottom of the line, allowing the next technician, Jocelyn, to help the next walk-in customer. The DPS salon can automate the turn process, making everyone happy. Now let me show you how to ring up a ticket when two technicians, Jocelyn and Lisa, work on the same client. Jocelyn did the French mani and Lisa did the French pedi. Jocelyn will select her name to start the ticket. She will ring up the French mani for herself and then ring up the French pedi. Notice that the French pedi shows Jocelyn because Jocelyn is the owner of this ticket. To change the service over to Lisa, tapping on the French pedi will highlight it. Now the right side of the screen will show the names of all the technicians. Select Lisa, and notice how the French pedi is now credited to Lisa. The client hands over her Visa card to pay. Jocelyn will take the card and swipe it through the card reader. And the pop-up screen will show the customer's card info. Now hit the OK button to process this transaction. Once the transaction is processed, Jocelyn will see the payment posted here. The signature receipts will print out for the customer to sign. If a salon does not accept credit card tips or prefers to adjust the tips at the end of the night, we can set the system to close the ticket automatically. However, for salons that want to adjust the tips right away, Jocelyn will select this button showing Visa and $45. And now she can enter the $10 tip and hit OK. And here we can confirm that the $10 tip has been adjusted correctly. Now we can select this button to close the ticket. Because there were two technicians, Jocelyn and Lisa, on the ticket, the system prompts Jocelyn to split the $10 tip. On this screen, you can quickly divide the tips equally, split by percentage, or manually enter the tips for each technician. Two work orders will print out, one for Jocelyn and the second for Lisa. Each work order will show the service the technicians performed and their tips. Notice that both technicians are placed at the bottom of the queue. Let me also highlight a few standard features on the software. We have member cards to quickly identify the clients. This allows us to track customer sales and helps us reward our best clients. If we're not using the member card, we can manually add the customer on this screen, or do a quick search for an existing customer. For example, I'm going to search for Michelle Smith. Notice how quickly we're able to search for this customer. Also, the system comes with a free email marketing feature. So by having the customer's email, it will allow us to run promotions unique to the client, email appointment reminders, and send out birthday wishes. The system comes with another free feature, the loyalty program, a great marketing tool to reward customers' loyalty. You can easily customize the programs, such as 1 point for every dollar spent, or points for each visit. Don't forget, you can control when and how those points are used. And you have the option to make specific notes for each customer, such as great tipper. We're back on the ticket screen. First, let's get to know our customer a little bit, simply by looking at the ticket screen. Once we add the customer onto the ticket, the system will show the customer's name and info along with the customer's history. Notice that Michelle has 650 points, equaling $10 in rewards that she can redeem. So today Michelle came in for a mani and pedi, performed by two technicians, Tammy and Tommy. If your salon has a mani and pedi combo at a reduced price, we have combo services that the commission price can be set individually for each service. Separately, the mani is $12 and the pedi is $25. With the combo, we can set the commission price for the mani at $11 and the pedi at $24. We'll show you how the commissions for these services look when the ticket is paid. In the meantime, Michelle's waiting for her nails to dry. Tammy can ring up the mani and pedi combo, which she worked on along with Tommy. Then select the Done button because Michelle is not ready to pay it yet. What this does is hold the ticket open for Michelle when she's ready and allows the technicians to get back in line for their turns. You can see that Tammy has returned to the queue, but is the last in line, while Tommy is back in the queue in the first position. Why? This is because Tammy did her one full turn and Tommy has not completed his full turn. Now in the meantime, Tiffany is finished with her client, Mary, who happens to be Michelle's mom. Mary would like to pay for her daughter's manis and pedi. Tiffany can start her ticket and ring up the pedi for Mary, and then combine the two tickets together. As we can see here, the mani and pedi combo from the other ticket is now combined with this ticket. Mary has a $50 gift card that she would like to use. Tiffany can swipe the gift card to confirm the balance. A window pops up showing that Mary does have $50 on the card. Because $50 is insufficient, we can select the OK button. This will tender the remaining balance on the card. We can see the $50 gift card payments here, and Mary will pay the rest with cash. Since there were a total of 3 technicians on the ticket, 3 work orders will print out. Notice that Tammy is credited with the $24 pedi from the combo, while Tommy is credited with $11 for the mini. And Tiffany performs a $28 petty for Mary. Next, I will show you how to make appointments. Before we do that, let me go over a couple of unique features of our appointment booking system. Our POS integrates with the caller ID. Customers can also make appointments online with our online service subscription. All of the online features are fully integrated into the POS. Now, let's make a couple of appointments and check the customers in. First, I will make an appointment for myself. Then I will make an open appointment. Open for any technician. This is called unassigned. What we are seeing are the appointments for today. On the top are the technicians who are available for appointments. On the left-hand side shows the time, and the calendar on the right-hand side. My best client, Betty White, called to make an 11:30 appointment for a deluxe pedicure. I can select the 11:30 time slot under Sydney, and I will search for Betty. Select her name, and select OK. I will hit the deluxe pedicure. A window will pop up and I can confirm the appointment with Betty. We can see that the appointment is booked. Next, I'm going to make an open appointment. Open for any technician. For example, I'm going to make an open appointment at 12 o'clock for Mary Smith. I can select the 12 o'clock time slot under any technician's name and follow the steps earlier. I will search for Mary Smith. Then select the service that Mary requested. Because Mary did not request for a specific technician, we will choose the unassigned button. The open appointment does not appear on the book. It is here on the unassigned list. And we can see that Mary's 12 o'clock appointment is here. Next, let me show you how to check in Betty and Mary when they arrive. On the main screen, we can select the Appointment tab. This will show us all the appointments that are coming in for the current hour. We can see that Betty's 11:30 appointment is in here. Select on the appointment. Notice that Betty has requested for Sydney to work on her. Now we can check her in and start the service. The appointment has changed from white to green. And if you go back to the In-Service tab, we can see that a ticket for Betty has started, and on the left, Sydney is taken out of the queue. Now let me show you how to check in Mary's open appointment. We will go back to the Appointment tab. Mary is a little bit early for her 12 o'clock appointment. We can select the Next Hour button. Here we see Mary's appointment. The open appointments are shown in red. To check Mary in, we can select the appointment and select the next technician in the queue. Again, start service. When we go back to the In-Service tab, we can see that a ticket has started for Mary, and Tommy is taken out of the queue. So now, after a long day of hard work, when the technicians clock themselves out, a report will print out showing the service total for the day. No more tracking their services or adding up their tips manually. All the information they need is on their clock out reports. At the end of the night, managers or owners can quickly close out. Go to the Functions menu and select Close Out button. On the left is the daily sales report showing all relevant sales information for the day, such as total sales. All they have to do now is count the cash in the drawer to match the cash received from the report. If the technicians are holding on to cash, here we can see how much each technician owes the salon, and the manager can quickly settle all cash owed. The final step is the batch out. The system can be set to batch out automatically, and for salons that prefer to adjust the tips at the end of the day, or manually batch out, select the arrow button. This takes us to the batch out screen, and on this screen, we can see all the credit card transactions for the day. Here, we can adjust the tips, or manually batch out, by selecting the batch out button. Quick and easy. Spend time with your family, not with the calculator. If you don't mind me asking, at the end of your week, how much time do you spend on calculating your payroll? Well, let me show you how quickly it can be done on our POS. In the Manager Functions, select the Payroll button. On the calendar, select the period dates. Then select the technician. Here we can see the technician's total sales, total commissions, total credit card tips, and the amount we need to write in check and pay in cash. Now select the Print button and print out this employee's payroll, or we can print out one for every technician. Doing the payroll should always be this easy. Pass it on to someone you care. On behalf of DPS and Vince, I wish you all the success and welcome to the family.